What's up, y'all? Puda and Nobody back again. Back in the flesh, baby. So tonight I'm doing Cash for Your Stash by yourself because Moti is working in Texas and Tyler was cooking for his wife and daughter. So nice. But I may have to find new co-hosts because the show has to always come first. You know, the show comes first before work and family. Get it together, fellas. All right, shout outs right quick. I want to give a shout out to Jamie and Kim Rista for 2 great years at the Colonel Crossing, for having us over there. Did a show there a couple times. We had some fun over there. So, congrats to y'all on 2 good years and many more great years coming at Renee's. That's my shout out. All right, let's talk about LSU right quick. No game, obviously. We won bye. Next game at Bama. Bama is minus 13.5. 67% of the bets are on LSU. And 59% of the money line bets are on LSU. So the public is on the Tigers this weekend. What's in the glass? Well, tonight I have a great Kentucky bourbon. You might have heard of it. It's called Cheap as Fuck. No, actually, I went to Rouse's yesterday to get Buffalo Trace, and they were out. So I'm drinking Jim Beam, and this is my last sip from last night because I had a little party at my house. I'm not gonna open the crossing for strippers, DJ, but you can. All right. So big game in Death Valley. Bama's coming to town, and nobody's giving LSU any chance. But I tell you what, if they play like they played last weekend, you never know. My pick, if I was betting, would be Alabama will roll, and I'll explain this pick after I make my Saints pick. Okay, I'm explaining. Y'all hold up. Don't get mad. I'm going to hold up. If I was a betting man, I'd take LSU plus the 13.5. And I'm sure Mo and Tyler would agree with me because I'm always right. All right, Saints. Last week we beat the Raiders 24-0. Andy Dalton 22 for 30, 229 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But the biggest thing was no mistakes. If you can't see how much better this offense is with Andy Dalton, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not saying that he's the answer. I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not even saying I want him to be our quarterback next year. But he is our best choice right now. You all right, Bo? If you can't see that, go watch a sport that's not as complicated. Baseball, golf, badminton, darts, whatever. You know? Alvin Kamara, my one of my fantasy running backs, my first round pick with the seventh pick, no, ninth pick, went off. 18 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown. 9 catches for 96 yards and 2 touchdowns. I got my third win of the year in fantasy, my second in a row. And pretty much because of Alvin Kamara. 40 something points he gave me in fantasy. and I'll talk a little bit about fantasy later on in this week in this podcast. P. Werner leads the team again with 7 tackles. Dude is balling, and y'all still probably crying for Quan Alexander, who, whatever. We had 4 sacks on. We had 4 sacks in the game. We pressured them all night, and then it's always the key to the defense. You have to pressure a quarterback. I say this all the time. It takes the pressure off the linebackers. It takes the pressure off the defensive backs. We got to do it again Monday night. Davante Adams, 81 game streak with multiple receptions snapped by rookie Alontae Taylor. 1 catch, 3 yards. Man, this dude got a bright future. I love watching him. He did, that gives it up. Like I said, they give it up to the whole defense because we pressured them all night. So that makes it so much easier on his DBs when they're in pass coverage. Next up, Monday night in the Dome against the Ravens. The Ravens are -2.5. I'm going to have to pick the Ravens. And let me explain why I picked Alabama and the Ravens. Because I've been wrong. My picks have been wrong. I believe in my heart that LSU and the Saints both can win this week. But I'm just playing my odds, and I'm going with Bama and the Ravens. All right. I'm going to get to TK's starts and sits. And I'm going to have to put... No, I won't. I don't need my glasses for this. Oh, one more thing on the Saints. It was announced today. Dennis Allen announced today. Michael Thomas has to have surgery. He'll miss the rest of the year. And I know I even made jokes about it on my Inside Buddha's Brain page. But everybody thinks it's a toe injury. It's a turf toe, whatever it is. But Tyler sent me this. It was a dislocated toe. And the original thought was that he'd be able to rehab it and get to a point where he'd be able to play again this season. After an MRI yesterday, doctors did not see the progress they were hoping for, and now they're advising he has season-ending surgery. He looked great on the field this year, and has proven to be a good teammate, very enthusiastic on the field. And I agree. And I know we all frustrated right now with Michael Thomas. I mean, what can you do? It's not like he's faking. Right? He's not faking. His injuries were real. Shit happens. I know we're paying him a lot of money. I know Olave is balling. But we can't trade him or cut him. The cap hit would kill us. So we still got him. Our best bet is to hope he gets better. Pray to whatever magic man in the sky you believe in. Make a wish on a star. Pull a 4-leaf clover. Whatever you got to do to get Michael Thomas better. Let's do it. Because when he's on the field, look at my mop. When he's on the field, he's a killer. And everybody who don't like the Saints call him slant boy. But if Michael Thomas only runs slants, he only runs slants, all right? Why can't you stop him? Why can't you stop him? Slide that outside linebacker over. Bring down a safety on him. I mean, he's just going to run a slant. It should be easy to stop, right? Anyway, all right. TK starting sits because one is going off right now on Thursday Night Football. Ding, 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 ding. So, sit. All right. Start. We're going to go to the starts first. Deion Jackson, running back coach. Excuse me. Against the Patriots. Jonathan Taylor has missed 2 practices in a row. If Jonathan Taylor doesn't play, Deion Jackson is a must start. Damian Pierce, running back Texans against the Eagles tonight. With Brandon Cooks and Nico Collins out tonight, and Chris Moore and Philip Dorsett slated as the starting receivers, Damian Pierce is in line for 100 touches. Damian Pierce, running back. Start him tonight. I think the game is starting now. So, my bad. Sit, Devontae Parker, wide receiver Patriots. Against the coach, struggling with a knee injury. Could see a lot of Stephon Gilmore on the outside if he does play. Sit, Matthew Stafford, who I was thinking about starting over Tom Brady this week. Against the Bucs, O-line is broken, facing a fierce Tampa Bay front 7. So that's TK starts and sits. All right, now we'll get to our picks. And I'll go with TK first. Dolphins, -4.5 at the Bears. Motee's first pick, Kentucky, -1. My first pick, I'm doing all teasers this week. My first teaser is Saturday. Iowa State, -1.5, and Tennessee, +14.5. I know these. I know Vegas. I don't know Vegas, but why is Georgia so heavily favored over the #1 team in the nation? They know something, but I still think adding a 6 would be good. All right, TK's second pick. Vikings, -3 at the Commanders. Motee's second pick. Notre Dame, +3.5. And my second pick, Sunday, first NFL, starting tonight. I hope this game doesn't start yet. Philly, -7.5, and Buffalo, -5.5. And TK's third pick, which might be the best of the weekend. I mean, put, like Moti says, divorce money, 401k money. Put it on it. Greenbow Packers plus +0.26 over Get It Cuz in the Bayou Boys Fantasy Football League this week. That's right. Me and Moti's going head to head. I'm on a 2-game win streak. I never bet on the Saints. I never bet on LSU. But I will bet on myself this weekend. Take the Greenbow Packers. And you didn't hear that wrong. Not the Green Bay Packer. The Greenbow Packers. Take the Greenbow Packers. Plus +0.26, which is what I'm favored by. All right, Moti's last pick, the Rams +3.5. We all been sucking this year, but whatever. All right, my last pick, my last teaser is Detroit +9.5 and the Rams +9. And I got a extra super duper Louisiana 3-team teaser for you. I'm taking Tulane minus 1.5. I'm taking LSU plus 19.5. And I'm taking the Saints plus 8.5. And don't bet that because I never bet on my home teams. All right. Check this out. If you didn't know, Saturday night at Renee's could be after, could be after the LSU game. If it's a good game, we could start early. If it's a not so good game, but Jamie asked me to host a comedy night. So I have this killer coming from New Orleans, Mr. Brandon Haynes. I promise you, you will laugh at this dude. I promise you. Come on. Check this out. I am no comedian. I am nervous as hell. But come support your boy, Mr. Brandon Haynes. We got BG coming from Brobridge. I think Brobridge, Lafayette area. Something, I don't know. I'll find out Saturday night. We have local legend Blake Ribeye Benoit, who is watching right now. He's gonna come do a couple minutes. He's pretty funny. If y'all caught him at the comedy and the distillery, he got it going on. Blake Ribeye Benoit, also a sponsor of Cash for Your Stash. Speaking of sponsors, let me get out of here. Let me shout out these sponsors. All right, like I said, Benoit's Performance Baits. Ribeye, first sponsor of the show. Upcoming comic, Master Bader. Express Supply and Steel, SSI, Spilt Liquor Productions, Bayou Country Pools LLC, Louis Mahana Furniture, Jam Up Marketing, Foray Bayou Dust, Toon by Norm, Renee's Bar, Tailings, Real Outfitters, Bayou Terrebonne Distillers, Labrador Home Improvements, Craig's Deer Shop, Drop and Fix. If you need your phone fixed, go see Joby. Judo's Bayou Tavern, Whiskey Haven Bar and Grill, Benoit's Tax and Accounting, bruh, Motorbike Mike. I'm sorry, I'm such a horrible client. LA Classic Roofing, The Cabinet Shop, Yellowfin Energy Services, Grand Isle Shipyard, Between the Barrels Podcast, Our Brothers on Spill Liquor Production, Tanks a Lot, and Vegas Insurance. And for Moti, for Tyler, for Cash for Your Stash, I'm out. And like we always do, peace, love.